Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5 and this is going to be about notebooks. A7 size notebooks. I got two A7 notebooks right here that are made out of premium paper, and we're going to test it with 3 pens, each with a different ink. Two of these pens have the same brand of ink but different colors, and one's a standard, international cartridge. And for the control, we're going to use this notebook I got for free at the Torp Press Convention. I never wrote anything in it because I have terrible handwriting, but I want to change that. I'm working on a new signature, and I suck at it, but I'm trying. I have dysgraphia, which is a type of dyslexia that affects your handwriting. There's 8 or 12 different types of dyslexia, and I seem to have all of them. I have the kind that affects your handwriting. I have the kind that affects your reading. I have the kind that affects your mathematical skills. Not to say that I can't do those specific things, I just can't do them very well at all. So just to kind of give you an introduction, we got this free, nondescript, cheap notebook, and I don't know what kind of paper this is made out of, but we're going to write on it with 3 different pens. Kind of 3 different pens. 2 of them are very similar. And then we're going to try these 2. This is the Life Noble notebook, plain. It's not ruled. And then we got Midori, which is, I don't know what you would call that, cubed. It's not really ruled. I like Midori. I use Midori paper notebooks in my Lockbee, but Midori is good paper, good product. And I've already made a video on this Lockbee Sidekick. I'm going to be buying another one. Unfortunately, my first fountain pen broke in half on me, and I like this pen carrying, notebook carrying wallet concept. It's just that I had a cheap, I want to say it was like $20, it might have been like $15 vacuum fill pen, and it was it wasn't robust, and riding around hitting potholes, it broke in half on me, spilling its ink all over the place. I am going to be buying another one of these because I have a pen that I'm going to use to replace this pen, that one, and I shouldn't have this issue again, but I am going to review this pen and compare it to that pen and this pen and stuff like that. But let's see if I can get this out behind the tripod. I have the Noble Note Plain Life Notebook in here for any kind of list or notes or whatever I want to draw, a map. And these 2 are both Kavekos. This is a Sports Collection Cyan, and this is a Sport Aluminum Collection. And these are both limited editions. This is the Cyan and this is the Iguana. And yeah, they're pretty different. I just want to compare these notebooks to this notebook and see if we can tell a difference. So I'm for a minute. Hang on one moment. Alright, here we go. This is this is my homemade journal. I based it off of the Book of Westmarch from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. The Red Book of Westmarch is what Bilbo and Frodo and Sam wrote in to talk about their adventures, and it's made with copy paper. And I have stopped writing in it for no real particular reason, but I made this book by hand, and I'm pretty disappointed in the execution, but you have to start somewhere, and being a beginner, you can't expect it to be great. There we go, paperweight. Alright, so here is the Waterman. The Kaweco with the same brand of ink, just a different color. and the much more affordable Kaweco Spark made out of plastic. Nick Chavez will probably do a much better job at reviewing paper and pens, but this is what I can do, so let's see what happens with this. Okay, this is what you can expect from a cheap paper. This is copy paper. You got bleed through, a little bit of ghosting with the, what you call it, the other ink. But yeah, you can actually see what I wrote through the back. And if I was really writing for a long time and, stuff, it'd probably be a little bit more visible. But yeah, this is cheap paper. So the free notebook they gave me was actually pretty good. So we're going to do the same thing. I got 2 of these, right here. So I'm not going to waste both of them. And I got 3 of these. This is 30 sheets of paper, I believe. I think this is 40 sheets of paper. And you get 3 in a pack of these Midori A7 notebooks, and you get a 2-pack of this Life Noble Note A7 notebook. So, I'm probably not going to do as big of a signature because these are small. But let's start with the Midori, because I know I like that paper. I might try drawing my old signature. Which wasn't a bad signature for me to come up with by myself. That's just the A. Had many years of practicing that one, and it's still not perfected. Alright, let's take a look at the opposite side. You get a little bit of ghosting. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not nearly as bad as the copy paper. So I'm pretty happy with that. I can live with that. It's not that bad. I can surely write on this side, and this won't interfere with me reading or writing on the opposite side. So that's cool. But can the Life Notebook do any better? And this is plain. It's not ruled. It's not squared up. For some reason that appealed to me. So let's try the Waterman. I'm gonna bet that this one does a better job. Just because it's cream color, and I think that's gonna absorb some of the dye when on the other side of the page. I love that blue color. Alright, now for the cheapest pen on the table. I actually have a Waterman Hemisphere, but it needs to be cleaned. Alright, let's see how this does. Drum roll, please. I was right. You can see significantly less than the Midori paper. Not to say the Midori paper notebook is bad. You definitely get more pages. You get more writing room as far as the amount of pages you get than the Life Notebook. But the Life Notebook does not have any kind of real ghosting. I can barely see a little bit with that dark blue that I kind of scribbled with, but you can kind of see the difference right there. So I'm going to use these Midori notebooks when I get finished with the Life Noble Note, but I don't know. This just seems to be better. And they're not, I mean, they're expensive because you're buying A7 notebooks, and A7 is very small, and you know, the size of paper compared to the price ratio is kind of, you know, steep. But if you care about your notes, you don't want bleeding through, messing up your potentially the next sheet of paper, these are my two favorite. And you saw with copy paper how that will actually kind of bleed through, and eventually, depending on if you're drawing or paint or writing, it can mess up the next page that you want to use. So that's it. That's the video. This is going to be my new EDC pen when I replace this wallet. And so far, I've been using this one, and it hasn't broken on me. So I think if you have a Sidekick notebook holder or wallet, I think the Kaweco Sport is sufficiently strong. It's just now that I have an aluminum one, might as well replace this, get something that's a little bit better looking, not dyed, and start using this one instead. So that's it. I'm Satsu5, and I'm out.